Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another Python tutorial video series. My name is Jay. In this video series, we're going to learn about the Google AI Videos Intelligence API. Throughout this tutorial, I'll teach you how to enable the API, download the JSON client token file, and go to different examples to learn how to use the Google Video Intelligence API. I'm going to break down this tutorial series into several videos. For this video, I want to give you a quick overview, cover some of the important information, and show you how to enable the API service and download the service token JSON file. The first thing I want to do is I want to go over the important information. So if you go to cloud.google.com/video-intelligence, that's going to take you to the Video AI product page. Now let's see. So the Google Cloud Video AI has two different products. One is the Auto Machine Learning Video Intelligence, and the other one is Video Intelligence API. For the Auto ML Video Intelligence API, you will need to create your own model. First, if you are using the Video Intelligence API, the Video Intelligence API is a pre-trained machine learning models automatically recognize a vast number of objects, places, and actions in stored and streaming video. And throughout this tutorial, I'll be basing on the Video Intelligence API. Now let's scroll down. So here are some of the benefits when you are using the Video Intelligence API. So you can perform precise video analysis, you can simplify your media management, and you can also integrate the API to your web application or even desktop application. And other things like automate expensive workflow, streamline process, and store on Google Cloud Platform. So you can read the information on your own. Let's see. Oh, and here's one of the main information I want to cover. So which video product is right for you? And if we look at this table right here, so you can see that with the Auto Machine Learning Video Intelligence, it uses a graphical UI. First, if you're using just the Video Intelligence API, the only thing you get is the APIs. If you are doing any task that is very specific, then you want to rely on training your own model. First, if you are using the Video Intelligence API, it already has a pretty large variable database that you can directly use to identify different objects or doing different types of actions. And below are some of the features that are associated to these two different products. Let's look at the Video Intelligence API. So if we look at the features associated to the Video Intelligence API, and we can do things like we can detect the shot changes. So that means that when a video changes from frame to frame, then this API will be able to detect the frame change. You can also detect and track objects, text, and you can also filter out different contents. If a video has explicit content, then you can use this API to filter out the contents. We can also analyze streaming and store videos, automate video transcription for closing captions and subtitles. The last one is interesting. So you can actually use the Video Intelligence API to identify different celebrities. In terms of features, that's pretty much it. Now let me scroll down to see what else I want to cover. And these are some of the use cases. And the next I want to talk about is the pricing. For the pricing, let me take you to a different website. So let me see. So you want to go to cloud.google.com/video-intelligence/ pricing. Now let's look at the pricing structure. So if your videos are stored on a Google Cloud storage, then for the first 1,000 minutes for this list of features, the users are free. And after the 1,000 minutes, then based on different features that you're using, Google is going to charge you 10 cents per minute, 5 cents per minute, or 15 cents per minute based on the feature that you're using. And if you are using the intelligence API while you're streaming videos, then only these 4 features are going to be free for the first 1000 minutes. And after that, based on different features that you're using, then the pricing structure is going to be different. So if you're using label detection, then it's going to be 12 cents per minute. And if you're using shots detection, then it's going to be 7 cents per minute, and so on. And the last thing I want to cover is the quotas and limits. So when you are making a video intelligence API code, you can only provide 1 video per API code, and the video size can be up to 50 gigabytes, and the video length can be up to 3 hours. Oh, and you can make up to 60 requests per minute, and for the backend time in seconds per minute, I think it's 180, and for the celebrity recognition requests per minute, I think the quota is 0. Now that's everything I want to cover in terms of the overview. The next thing I want to show you is how to create a service account. Now let's go to console.cloud.google.com, and that takes you to the Google Cloud platform. In the Cloud Console, you want to first pick a project. If you don't have a project, then you want to click on New Project and create a new project and just follow the steps. Now I already have a project created. I'm going to use my Google Cloud Demo project. So I'm going to choose this project. Next, from this navigation menu, you want to go to APIs and Services and click on Credentials. To be able to use any Google AI service or products, you will have to create a service account. As you can see that I already have 3 service accounts created, and these 2 service accounts are created for Vision AI. Now I'm going to create a new service account for Google Video Intelligence. Now on the top, I'm going to click on Create Credentials. Then I'm going to choose Service Account. We need to provide a name to our service account, and I'm going to just choose a name. So I'll name this Video AI. And if you want, you can also provide a service account description. And next, click on Create. And depending on the user, sometimes you may want to give your users a different permission. But for me, since I'm the project owner, so under Project, I'm going to select Owner. And that gives me full permission to do just about everything within this project. Now click on Continue. Now these are options, so you can grant users access to this service account. You can also create a different key that tied to this service account. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to click on Done. And right here is the accounts that I just created. And let me see. So if I click on, I don't remember this step, but I remember you can generate the token file as a JSON file. Let me see. So I'm going to click on my account, and which is this account right here. To download your service account client token file as JSON file, you want to click on Create Key. And under the key type, you want to choose JSON. And we could do this before, but I think I forgot. Now it's going to ask you to save the JSON file. I'm going to choose my Google AI folder. So this is my virtual environment for my Google AI project. And here I already have my JSON file created. I'm just going to override this file. So I'll name my JSON file Google Cloud Key My Service Account. You can name this JSON file however you want, and click on Save. And I'm going to replace the file, and that's it. Alright, the next thing I want to do is I want to show you to download the libraries. So here, let me drag my folder. And if I go to Google AI, actually here, let me do this. So if I go to google.com and let's search pip install and video intelligence. And it should be the second link. So video intelligence client libraries. And you want to go to that page under installing the client library. And here's the pip command that you want to perform. So pip install -- upgrade Google-Cloud-Video Intelligence. And this is the library that I need to install if you want to use the Video Intelligence API. So this is everything I'm going to cover in this video. For the next video, we're going to create some Python script to do some examples.